Hi there, it's Darlene. I hope you're doing well. Well, I don't know if you remember, but from the last video I put up, I was saying how it's going to become noticeable when everybody's posts from within the seven-figure accelerator all start looking the same. And people are going to notice, and the purchasing is going to slow down, and then then they are going to have sales like the one that started on June the 1st. Well, that is happening, and I'm going to show you a better example of that than I was able to last time. Also, there's some amazing news that's coming out of the inside of the program, and it's not good. And the problem is far, far worse than I actually originally realized. So I'm just going to show you that. But first of all, about the duplicate content thing, it's already starting to happen. Like, I noticed this weird Louis Vuitton phase going around, and when I looked it up finally on TikTok, and I thought, oh my God, they're all doing it. And see, they're all told to model it the same way, to have the same font, the same color, the same background music, the same wording, the same everything. And as you can see, they're doing quite the good little job on it. The only thing they're supposed to do is like what the buddy here on the left is, will pay with the little accenty weird thing over the A and then 15K, because you're not supposed to put 115K with a dollar sign in front of it like she did. And then a month with an O, and that's, again, it's another symbol. And that's to keep under the radar of the algorithm. Whereas if you're more honest like her, you're more likely to get caught. However, when everybody looks the same anyways to the human eye, like these, and this, and another, and there's more after this, do you think that the algorithms aren't going to start noticing? Like, seriously, if we can, and with the way AI has come along so quickly and is still charging forward, do these people actually think they're going to be able to fly under the radar forever? Well, no, they can't. And Philip is now realizing this. Let me show you his the webinar. Yes, this is the webinar on May the 31st. And I hadn't seen that when I made my last post, but I have now. And let me share with you some things from there. But first, if you find this information at all useful, could you consider buying me a cup of coffee? It sure would help. Every little bit does. The contribution link is at the top of the description and at the top in the comments as well. Thank you.
One issue I want to talk to you about today: Instagram is with us right now. It's messing with us. I have 4 people, including me, working on my Instagram, and we can only have one person log in at the time. The reach, the reels, everything is out of whack still, even while they said they were about to fix it, right? But they haven't fixed it yet. So the same happened like 2 months ago, just before they fixed it. 2 months ago, there was also only one person that could log into my Instagram account. And when that happened, it got fixed 2 days later, right? So maybe they are just on the edge to get it fixed. So if your views is completely messing with you, don't lose hope, okay? Don't lose hope. It's because of the Instagram algorithm is out of whack. Actually, guys, I actually forgot to tell you guys about an announcement here tomorrow. Because all of this Instagram has been out of whack, then sales, including my sales, because I got shut down my Instagram and stuff like that, and because the views are low as well right now because of Instagram, then to pump it up again, right, we are gonna run a discount for the program. Okay, so we're gonna run a $500 discount for the program.
So he's saying, he's giving all these weird excuses. I've never heard so many excuses and BS, frankly. So he's complaining at first that he can't do the channel audits like he normally would, not channel audits, but he would do audits on people's accounts. If they came up and said, hey, would you mind looking at my account? I'm having this problem. And he would go into their account, he'd log into their account and have a look around and let them know what's happening and what's going wrong. So he's saying that, only one person can be logged into his Instagram account and there's somebody in there working on it right now, so he can't do these channel audits. And then in the next breath, he's saying that they're really messing with him. Everybody's views and blah, 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 and everything's going down. And then in another breath, he said that his Instagram is down too. What? How can this possibly be some kind of Instagram F-up causing all of this, of everybody's views going down, this happening across the board? That here's the magical Band-Aid, we'll throw a sale, go work harder. Wow. Well, let's have a look at what has been happening. Now, these issues are happening across the board, but what you're seeing, like mainly here, this conversation is inside the Diamond Club, which is the one-to-one coaching program that Philip has. It's like the elite membership that you pay like scads of money for. And see, the little people, the people that don't pay for this do not see these conversations. Okay, it says the Diamond Club, they don't see this. So the huddled masses don't get in on the what's really, really happening. So this person says, woke up to a permanent ban on my TikTok. Has anyone won the appeal for this before? Says it can take up to 7 days. I'm just wondering if I should make a new account straight away or wait. And look, the account's been permanently banned, it says. Annabelle replies back, I did and won twice and lost the third round. Account is doomed. If you have 1,000 followers, it's worth appealing. Get it back so it's still out there with your link, but don't post anything to it and start posting on the new account. Oh my God, what a lot of work down the tubes. And then the next person says, it happened to me last week. I had 10.5K followers. Sent in my appeal and they denied it. And this is happening all over the place. And most of the time when people complain about it, their complaints get taken down, especially in the main group. Not so much this one, but yeah, all over the place too. And here's one with an Instagram account that has gotten suspended. And what can I do? And then the admin, Ruby, she works for Philip. Hey, Carl, you can always try appealing this, but sadly, this is something most people will face at some point in their journey. Check out the other posts on this topic as it's spoken about frequently. So she's talking about this like, oh, it's nothing, it's kind of normal thing, it's what you have to do. Really? When did anybody ever sign up for that? In fact, it even happened to Berta and Jordy. Berta Raves and Jordy Simone. I'm back, guys. A few days ago, I lost my Facebook and Instagram accounts. So here's my brand new ones. Please feel free to follow me to see how blah, blah, blah. They've also lost their TikTok account before now, too. That's hard. I mean, these guys were way up there. They must have had tons of followers. And then to lose both Facebook and Instagram? Can you imagine? Think about this just for a second. All of their traffic was coming mainly from Instagram, but also quite a lot from Facebook too. Now where are their customers coming from? Just their mailing lists. And now they have to build that back up again from the ground up. These guys have monthly expenses, like anybody else. And if they're running a big business like this, they have more. And they just lost their traffic sources? Can you imagine being reliant upon this and then suddenly having your legs chopped out from under you like this? Now, look at the fellow in the middle here. I need more clarification because I think my account just got squashed. Are you saying not to use side hustle or mention asking for followers or DMs in your posts? As in, don't put this information in the captions? Or are you saying just don't comment those things? This is extremely frustrating. I've done everything I was told to do in modeling posts and have worked very hard for more than 2 months, and my account is now destroyed. 2 months worth of work. Oh, I can't see any of my reels, can't load activity, can't see my followers or who I follow. This happened overnight with no warning and with no explanation or option to challenge or recover the account. He continues, look at their reason and compare to what I commented. I don't understand this at all. I need help to understand what I did wrong. And if you look down there, where it's really, really tiny, and it says, wait a sec. There we go. Comment removed for spam. And all that was said was, dude, way. That's insane. So it can't be just that reason. But again, I am sure all of these are being flagged because these people aren't just told to, model like Grant Cardone or people outside the system. No, they're taught to model each other, and especially to model those who are doing really well, like Berta and Jordy. And now they just got hauled down. Guess why? I'll bet everybody's modeling them. And now the accounts are going over like dominoes. And then they start talking about Phil. At the very top, sorry, it's kind of cut off. Were you all able to find Phil? No, not found either. Can't find him either. Something's up. Admin. Standard social media problems. His account has been temporarily taken down. We are working on getting it back up as soon as possible. Oh, how can little Miss Admin there, Kayla, know that it's temporary? Because, I'll tell you, Instagram doesn't say, oh, we're temporarily booting you. No. You're either banned or you're not. So he got banned. There's nothing temporary about it until we hear differently if he manages to get it back. I don't know yet. This was over a week ago. And then somebody else asks, I'm a bit confused. Could you please help me understand? Why is there such a problem with social media accounts being suspended and or banned if we're not doing anything wrong? And then, of course, the admin is going to come back with some BS excuse. Oh, because it's an algorithm and an automated system rather than something manned by a human being. Case in point, the Instagram profile I made for my dog was banned because I posted too many pictures in one day and they flagged it as spam-like activity. But all the scam accounts made by fake Phillips are still open and messaging people about buying crypto. It's a ridiculous system. So she blames it on the system. Well, you know what? I've got over 15,000 followers on my Instagram, have used it for affiliate marketing, but done it the right way by providing value. I've never had one violation. And I've got 5,000 followers on my Facebook account, and I have never had one violation or anything happen negatively to me in Facebook. Like, how can this quote-unquote bad luck be just raining down upon the people in this one system? Here's little Danielle. Remember Danielle that sent me the threatening email? Yeah. Now here she is trying to do damage control on comments that are being removed. Yes, these would be the people within Seven Figure Accelerator trying to comment back because they are taught in there that the money is in the DMs, it's in the follow-ups, it's in being able to talk to people. But this is being put Instagram is putting the kibosh on this too. They don't like to see like DM me, that sort of thing, or reply 7 fig and everybody's like 7 fig, or message me, and they don't like that. And then when these guys are messaging them back, they're not liking it and they are taking out the comments, and then they're banning accounts. So first of all, taking out the comments. Hi everyone. Danielle. We received a lot of messages regarding removal of some Instagram comments being made on people's posts, reels, so I thought I'd bring a bit of guidance and clarity. You should not be asking people to follow you in the comments or asking them to DM you or anything similar. This is something IG seems to be cracking down on for spam. Well, guess what? It is spam. There's a good reason for this. Also, Instagram seems to have noticed an influx of people posting just emojis or mentions of side hustles. These are also being removed as potential spam. Well, a good percentage of the stuff these guys are putting up is supposed to be on side hustles. Yeah, and now Instagram and TikTok are seeing it for the spam it is. Slow down with your commenting. Don't do too many, as these can be seen as bot behavior. Right. Because bots are doing a lot of comments. But if these guys are getting a lot of messages back to them saying, hey, DM me or whatever, they kind of have to comment back. And they're commenting back a lot to try and get their link out there, right? So they've got to do a lot of commenting back. So they've got to do it very, very carefully. And if you're just speaking normally, well, you saw that one comment that was taken down. The guy didn't say anything hardly wrong at all. So these comments are now being flagged. Change your comments up. Don't always put the same thing on everyone's posts. But there are those that have come forward in Zoom meetings that say that they are changing it up like all the time. They're typing it in fresh each time, and they're still getting comment violations. And for those with new accounts, be extra super careful. If you're sending so many messages into people's posts and you are not embedded into the Instagram algorithm, it is likely you will also be seen as spam, as this is bot-like behavior. Ensure you are established within Instagram. Well, yeah, but I can't imagine how much you would have to post in order to be seen as a bot. And to have this happen on a continual basis. The other night I was in there and I probably followed 90 people in the space of an hour. And I didn't get booted. And this was on a fresh new account as well. So I have no idea what these people are doing. Well, I've shown you. Yes, obviously I do. I've been showing you. But this is already crumbling badly. This person. Hi team, I would love to find out if anyone has had community guidelines violations on Instagram. I knew this for TikTok, but I just got 2 violations in 2 minutes for responding to comments. One comment, thanks for inspo. Violation. Second comment, thanks Felix, I'll send you a message. Violation. Like seriously? That's just normal wording. So obviously, Instagram is picking up on a whole lot more than just the comments. It's going deeper than that. So she says, I did appeal it, but now I'm worried my Instagram account will be shut down for literally responding normally to people. I've never had a problem with Insta before, but then bang, 2 violations, one after the other. Any advice would be super, because I would hate for my Instagram to get shut down. I've just had to restart my TikTok. Seriously, people, how can you do this many violations unless you're doing something wrong? And that's the entire point. Ruby and admin. Hey, Amy, unfortunately, a lot of people are struggling commenting on Instagram right now. It's very strange, but it's not just you. And Ruby has a very good idea why it's happening. Janie Bolton. Wow, I like to know as well, because I replied to comments like that as well. Or check or DM. Haven't got any violations yet.
Michael, happening to me too. I've appealed all of them and I checked my account and it says it's still in good stead. Might just give Insta a rest for a day or 2 and focus on TikTok. Tiffany, this just happened to me too. I could literally cry because I just started a few weeks ago and I'm just starting to get momentum. They're deleting my comment. They're deleting any comment I make saying it's a violation. What do we do? How can we respond to people if everything gets taken down? Ruby. Hey, Amy, unfortunately, a lot of people are struggling commenting on Instagram right now. It's very strange, but it's not just you. Well, that's a real big help.
Maria, happened to me too last night. I posted and comment on a post and bam, I got a violation. I appealed it, but not sure what's going to happen. Mimi, happened to me too. 2 of my accounts were shut down and my third is probably on its way to that since there's no traffic on that account. Also today during the live call, I noticed something is not going well. I could tell by the energy of our mentor today. That'd be Philip. Hope everything is okay and going well for him. Wow. And she's a top contributor. So yeah, all is not happy in paradise. Someone else. Okay, everyone, coming to the group for help because I've tried what I feel like is everything. Philip, my coach, and other successful affiliates have suggested and have been unsuccessful. I'm 3 months in after switching from Legendary, and that would be Legendary Marketer. I've done videos on that scungy little group that both Philip and I guess this lady were both in, and being unsuccessful there. Oh God. So she was with them and was unsuccessful there. She's been 3 months here. I have decent views on Instagram, email broadcasts. I do stories with varied types of wins every day. My views, followers, leads, other students' wins, taking stories, etc. I have been doing blah, blah, blah. And then she goes on to say that she is just not getting any results. And she's 3 months into this. And Ruby is absolutely no help whatsoever, except to talk to Philip about it. But then there's a problem with trying to get on the weekly Zoom call meeting because there's so many of them in there and he only allows 100 in at a time. And well, yeah, how many can he possibly talk to? Really? And then they just say, well, they post the webinar so you can always watch the replay. So the possibility of her actually getting to talk to Philip, not good. But that's the only tiny bit of help she's given. Another person. I'm starting to feel like I've made a big mistake joining this program and spending so much extra money to join the elite membership. So this is the one-on-one group. After reading these comments, once you get into the Facebook groups, you only then start to see all the problems people are having, and it's really disheartening. Another fellow. I think your IG is good. I think the truth is that all this is way more work than it's sold. Producing 3 reels per day, plus 2 to 3 stories to document the journey, plus follow-up. So I think that's follow-up on the DMs and stuff, which is a ton of work. So it's actually a full-time job when you include the learning, etc. Beside that, you would need to pray for commissions. If I would do 3 reels per day, follow up, and all that, it's way more work than my very well paid, secure, full-time job. Exactly. Also, I do auto trading as a side hustle, which is almost zero work and super profitable. That being said, I think how this program is built is very good, but I think the truth is that only 1% will make a real living income from that for a limited period of time. Carl, I think you've hit the nail exactly on the head. Think somebody know what I'm talking about, just my thoughts without wanting to blame anyone here. I do this journey as a hobby, so no pressure. Well, damn, I wish I could spend $2,500 on a hobby, but hey, okay, buddy. Build my own Instagram from 0 to 5,500 in 4 months and get good encouragement thanks to this training, which is super nice. But I really don't expect life-changing income from this. Nicole, I haven't either, and I'm at 4 months. It seems some folks blow up fast, and the rest just kind of lag behind. Yeah. Kimberly says, Philip, you really need to address this. Far too many people working their tushies off and no success while a handful get sale after sale after sale. Very disheartening. That is so sad. And you know that most of these are going to get taken down because negative stuff like this is not allowed to stand in the groups. And then we've got some dissension back in the lower ranks. I couldn't join this call live because of the 100-seat room limit. Thank you so much for providing the link, Kayla. There are currently 2.2 thousand members in the group. 2.2K, thousand members in the group. In the future, could we please have a room big enough to enable everyone to get on the live call so we too can ask questions? Many thanks for the link. Another person, totally agree. Was really unprofessional locking out the majority of members. We all pay for something. We all should have access to it. It's very true. And then there's a period where they just couldn't find Philip. I'm quite sure it's the period where he was locked out of his account and he was barely showing up on Zoom calls, and people that had one-on-one calls scheduled with him, they couldn't track him down for love or money. So Chris, still wondering if I have a coach. Hi, Chris. Apologies for the delayed response. I am tagged in hundreds of comments between the two groups and I can't help but miss some. Well, if she's that busy, perhaps they should be hiring on more people. I think you joined before we were offering coaches, but you can contact Christy on WhatsApp when you need support using this number. The WhatsApp number is where they're going to try to upsell you. You won't get any actual help from the WhatsApp number. Hardly at all hearing from him. He hasn't responded to me since weeks, so I try to answer my questions on my own. Kimberly, yes, not cool. The weekly meetings are good, but that's not the only thing we signed up for. Not being negative, just looking for fairness. Annabelle, hi, there aren't any male coaches. Who are you referring to? Carl, actually, we paid Philip 24/7 WhatsApp support, but he hasn't answered my messages since February 24th. Oh my God. So I think the one-on-one mentoring is the extra inner Q&A on Monday. Yeah, that's what people... I wonder if this guy Carl has been in the system for quite a long time. And I think then you did get some one-on-one support from Philip. But Philip got too big. And then he started charging the big bucks for getting in on that one-to-one mentoring group and what is now called the Inner Circle group. This thing is turning into a cash cow for Philip. Or it was. But now it's all crumbling. So here's the page that you get to right before you go to checkout. And in case you're not sold well enough, they've got all kinds of testimonials. Like you can race down here as fast as you can. It'll just keep coming up testimonials. The one at the top, this was Berta Raves. I was speaking about Berta and Jordy. And this is her husband, Jordy Simone. And this is his testimony here. And I don't know how long ago this was, but I would have to say 6 months to a year. Going to trade in my 18-year-old car today because my new online business is going so well, making $100K per month now, and I'm going to travel all the US now with my family, but don't think this car will make it. Poor thing. And boom, we got a Cadillac Escalade Platinum. I don't know what that is, but it sounds really nice, looks really good. Congrats to Jordy and Berta hitting $128K in a month. Pure profit, and now going to travel across the USA. This is how they're doing it. Wow. Yet, in last Monday's Zoom meeting, they told quite the different story here.
Yeah, once a day. One side hustle a day.
Because you were in a 9 to 5, yeah.
Did you catch that? Can only do one side hustle a day because you're working your 9 to 5? Check that out. Let's listen again.
One side hustle a day.
Because you were in a 9 to 5, yeah.
But I thought they were making $100,000 a month. But you know what? So either we've been being lied to this entire time, could be, or maybe some of these people that were doing really, really well in the program aren't doing so well anymore. Because, I mean, imagine if you're out there being a car salesman Well, at least then you'd have a product to sell. But okay, even if you were a car salesman and suddenly everybody sprouted wings and decided to fly and you suddenly had no clients, where would you be financially? Now, what if, you had built your entire business on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and now all of a sudden, whap, these platforms are zapping you off of their platforms because you're just one of many of these scammy marketers hitting people all the time with your marketing garbage. And that is why you're getting kicked off these platforms. They don't want you guys there. They're there to be a social platform. And that is why people are getting kicked off. And now they're losing their income streams. Jordy now had to get a job. Or he's back at his 9 to 5. What? What? No, this is crazy. That's left me speechless. I know that's hard to imagine. Hey, if you've found this to be useful, don't forget the cup of coffee fund. It'll help me stay awake for tonight, actually, because I've got to crank out another video here right away because there's even more that I've just uncovered. So stay tuned. I don't know if I can get it done tonight, but I'll try. And if not, catch you tomorrow night. Have yourself a good one. Darlene out.